Good morning, guys. I'm back. Been travelling for the last 10 days, so we've had no content on this channel since then, but I'm going to come back with something different to what I've been doing over the last few weeks. I've been pretty much concentrating on Bitcoin, and I'm going to look at the general market sentiment and not really been talking about many altcoins too much. And RSR is one of my favourite altcoins. In terms of price, I mean, it's not been the best performing over the course of the last couple of years, but there's a lot of things coming for this asset and they're continuing to build during these bad times. So we'll just start off by looking at a mainnet launch. 6% left to complete, so we are currently 94% complete on the progress from start to code freeze, and then we'll start progressing. There's still a little bit to go. We don't know how long that will take, but it will happen when it happens. To be fair, I'm not too bothered how long it takes. Some of these levels that we're seeing currently are great investment levels for the long term, in my opinion. So we'll just start off by looking at a weekly time frame. I mean, we've got the all-time high up there at just shy of 12 cent, and then currently we have been down to the lows on this latest drop around 0.003 cents. So that's a significant drop. If you zoom out and have a look at the entire drop from the top to the bottom, so a price range from there to there, we did a 97% drop, which is, it's crazy, very crazy considering what the project is doing and what we're trying to achieve. I've got several levels on here which are mainly weekly levels of resistance. So this one here is a level, it doesn't look quite like it there, but it's a level on a different time frame. That's at around 1.1 cent. That's an area I was looking for to take profit. As you can see, we've double tapped it there, and we've had several closures above it. So for me, that's the first major level of resistance that we need to break through at 1.1 cent. And then if we flip back, we've got some others up at 1.6 and 2.2 cent, which a long way off yet, and I'm not considering that we're going to get up there anytime soon, but we just need to see what the market does. I mean, generally, we had a nice rise up there. I managed to take some profit up here at 1.1 cent. I actually held a bit longer and I was looking to take some profit at 1.6, but just didn't quite get there, did it? We didn't even get past this level here. So the markets are what the markets are, and for now, I think personally it's a great accumulation level. We need to just have a look at a couple of elephants in the room, and that's this level here. Loads of bounces up around about 0.004 cents, so that's an area where we kind of found some support, and then the price did push on after that. And if we just look in the past, I mean, you can say it was the peak of that move there back on July 19. I mean, if you're looking for levels below that, I mean, I don't want to start looking any lower, because I think personally that we have seen that significant drop now. But if you're looking any lower than that, you would say that there's a nice level there. It was a major level of resistance there. We flipped that level, and then it was a major support level here, and that's down at 0.032, so that's close to where we wicked down as well. So you would say that that is a level where, if Bitcoin did continue to drop, that will be an area where you could look to some buy. So 0.004 cent and then 0.0032 are those bearish targets if we do get another shakeout. I mean, very uncertain times, there's a lot of things going on. We've had a lot of major liquidations across the board, including massive companies. Celsius have gone bust. I think Voyager's pretty much dying a death. Tesla sold a significant amount of Bitcoin, I think 75% of theirs. There's a few little shenanigans going on with MicroStrategy. It might not mean anything, but what they're doing is now they're splitting the chairman role, well, should I say the CEO role, into two roles around CEO and chairman role, and Saylor is going into that role of chairman, and they will be electing a new CEO. So take from that what you will, but just in general terms of the market, we've had loads of fuckery going on. In terms of analysis though for RSR, I mean, you just got to look at the key levels, and I mean, for buying opportunities, I think personally this is the level. I've been buying here, and if the price did come down to those levels, I would be a buyer as well. And I mean, anything personally under 1.1 cent, where we're below this level of resistance, is a good buy. You can put into terms of Fibonacci, and if you look at the entire move, we'll disregard that crazy wick to the top and look at that wick there, and we'll take that as the top there. So if you're looking there, we've actually done a 61% retracement, and look at all these buys here which hit on that target. That was the buy zone at 0.058. Prices around that area now, we're currently set at 50% fib level. So if you're looking for buys on RSR, I would start buying here from 0.0066, and I would just ladder them all the way down to 0.0033. Depends how strong this support is here at the 618 level, which is that golden ratio, which we tend to hit quite a lot and tend to react off it on the high time frame. So for me, I think that's a great buy zone there, and it has shown in the past that when we bought here, the price reacted. We bought here, the price reacted, and I mean, it did get a few closures below it, but again, once we got back above it, we reacted and come back up. And you can see, if you're looking for accumulation level, so you could sell here, buy here at 0.058, and you could sell here for 26% move up at that 382 level. If you look here, all these wicks and candles, none of them got above that 382 level, so that could be a decent accumulation level. Buy at 0.0058, sell at 0.0074, and keep rinsing and repeating that until it fails. I mean, look, it's happened 3, 4, 5 times there when the price is rejected and come back down to that level. So that could be something that you could take advantage of when this market is in diabolical strait. One thing that's going to affect the market is potential recession. Also quantitative tightening, which is pulling significant amounts of money out of the stock markets over in the US. So there's still lots of negative narratives that can come into play and bring the price further down. In a positive narrative, for me, personally, cryptocurrency is that hedge against the traditional financial systems. Currently, we are following it in tandem, following the Nasdaq, following S&P 500, and that's what is currently happening. But at some stage, we'll break loose of that, whether that's tomorrow, whether that's in 5 years' time. I think Bitcoin, ultimately tied in with cryptos, is that narrative to go against the current financial systems that are in place now and really start a new financial era off. So, like I say, it's a matter of time, and buying assets like RSR could be life-changing in some opinions, especially in these countries that are stricken by hyperinflation. RSR aims to tackle that, and hopefully once mainnet is out, once staking is in place, we will really start to see some benefits of buying at these prices. So for me, it is a big buy level down here. I do know the possibilities that the market can go lower, but that's a bet I'm willing to take, and who knows, we might get that pump up soon. Like I say, the buy-ins down there. Sell zones, we've got this major level here, which is at 1.17, which will be tough to crack. It will be a tough one, but once we get back above there, as you can see, some support in the past, which is now resistance at 1.6 cent. And then another level up here at 2.2%. But that's it. I'm not going to go into any in-depth analysis on that. We're just talking about buys and sells, and that's all you can do for now. We're not going to look at any fancy patterns. We've got the Fibonacci on there, which is it's a good tool to use. And I think that's as far as you need to go with that. So hopefully we start to get some positive reaction on the market soon. I know we've had a nice little bounce on those 17k levels on Bitcoin. Let's see if we can push up to 28k and drag some altcoins up with it. But that's it. That's my thoughts today. Try and do more altcoin videos for you. So if you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.